Hey guys, and a very warm welcome to Friday Fretworks. This week we've got something a little bit different for you. We're currently in Leadersvale Studios in South Wales, primarily doing vocal tracking, harmonies and percussion for the Buck & Emma's debut record. But I've got an hour to spare when no bugger else has turned up yet, so I thought I would take this chance to take you through some of my live gear, show you some of the sounds that I get out of it, and just generally give you a little bit of a tour of what's happening. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. So, to start with my two amplifiers, you are looking at a Blackstar Artist 30, which is my main gigging amp. Has been for the last maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half, I'm not entirely sure. Really cool sounding amp, very voxy in channel 1, and a little bit more shimmery, kind of Fendery in channel 2 if you run them clean. Although if you push them, they will start to cook, and you'll get a little bit more kind of natural breakup out of it. Really cool sounding amp. As I said, it's my main gigging amp. Currently today it is mic'd with an SM57, as you will see in front of you, and then the microphone that you actually can't see is a integral dynamic microphone, actually built over the front of the speaker. It's a retrofit that I did myself, runs out to an XLR port on the back of the amp that I fitted, and it's a very cool dynamic microphone that is just tucked away beyond prying eyes or clumsy legs, in my case, that are likely to kick microphone stands over. So that is the Blackstar. Moving on to the amp on the left hand side, something that you may not be so familiar with. It's built by a company called Fuchs in the US. I think I'm saying that right, I hope I am. And it is the Clean Machine. Very much based on that kind of high headroom Dumble kind of thing. Steel string singer, think Stevie Ray, think John Mayer, think clean, ballsy, high headroom, kind of very punchy, clean stuff. It's an amp I acquired relatively recently, and it's one of these kind of special occasion amps. Doesn't get out all that often, but pairs incredibly well with the Blackstar when I get a chance. So I thought today, as we're in a studio, gives us a nice chance to actually mic it up and take you through some sounds. So moving on to the guitars. So here we have two guitars that you may be a little bit more familiar with if you've watched any of my videos recently. We have my 2004 Highway 1 Strat, fitted with Radioshop ID ChrisBuck pickups, and we have the Yamaha 502T Revstar in British Racing Green. Both absolutely gorgeous guitars, both 22 frets, both rosewood fretboards, and both currently leaning against a vintage Park combo. So yeah, there's the guitars. Moving on to pedalboard. Last but definitely not least, we have my pedal boards. You will have seen a little bit more of this recently on the pedalboard walkthrough that I did in last week's video. It is what it is, and it is soon to be an X pedalboard, so I thought I would get some sounds out of it in the studio while we actually have a chance. So here we are, enjoy. So there you have it. As I said, just a little bit of a quick overview of some of the stuff that I'm using live at the moment. The Fuchs clean machine is a bit of a luxury amp. It doesn't always get brought out, but it pairs incredibly well with the Blackstar. It's loud as hell. It's one of those kind of hair trigger amps where 0 is off. Well, no, in fact, 0 is actually still on. That's one of the bizarre things about this amp is that you turn it down to 0 and it's still making a noise. And then 1 is blowing everyone within 40 miles radius heads clean off their shoulders. So it's a bit of a kind of an unwieldy beast, but it's a very nice sounding amp, and as I said, pairs beautifully with the Blackstar, so it's cool to bring out on occasion. Incidentally, the very kind folks at Total Guitar Magazine have included me in a poll for the best new guitarist in 2017, which is utterly surreal, but very, very cool, and voting is currently open. It is currently late November rather, and I think the polls close in early December, so I'll include a link below, but should you kind of want to go and vote for me, that would be bloody wonderful. As I said, it's a surreal honour even to have been included in that list, along with some great players, so I would appreciate your votes. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I shall definitely see you next week for another episode of Friday Fretworks. Cheers guys, take care. Ta-ra.